Good morning. Should be live now. Today, we're going to have to figure out how to space the this gear. How to, I guess, I have to move it this way. But I'm not sure how. I really am not sure. I feel like I should be able to put a washer on here, but I need like a fraction of the space. I need to like space it out by like tiny amounts. So I don't know how that's going to be done. I didn't do any of this research yesterday. So that, I don't know if you can see, good morning MT. That bearing doesn't space anything on the bottom. So I really don't know how this is supposed to work. I'm assuming you can put a shim. I'm going to go look in the other room real quick. You guys are going to come with me, but I'm going to be away. I have stuff from RC Cars, and part of that stuff is like a shim pack, but I haven't messed with RC car stuff in years at this point. So like the odds of me being able to find it are extremely slim. Oh, I literally just found a shim. How can this be? Having trouble picking it up because it's so small. I don't want to bend it. I need a magnet. Hang on, working on it. I need a magnet or like a knife. I may have solved all my issues. Came in clutch. If the hole is big enough. So this is what I found. How's it going, Franco? See how thin that is? If I can seat that in the bottom there, and if this still fits inside, maybe I should check the fit before I tossed it down there. That fits. Okay. So now we gotta hook up the gear. I did pick up the parts for my boat motor. Thanks for remembering. Look at you. I did. So, in the end, no regrets. Because it had several parts that are wear items. And it's insane the price of parts for this motor now. If you want to look up the parts yourself, 1969, Evinrude or Johnson, they're the same. 9.5 horsepower, not 9.9, 9.5. You'll see the insanity of like even used parts. So yeah, if you take a look at that, you'll understand. expensive doesn't even start to cover it. So yeah, no regrets. It was just, I had to drive way out of town. It was far. It was, the whole trip was almost 140 kilometers. What is that in miles? Don't know. I'll check it out in a moment. But I think we just came in clutch with that shim though. Nope, it still touches. You know what? If I'm looking at this correctly, probably need quite a bit more shimming. Yeah, it was a hell of a road trip. The motor is 55 years old. Yeah, I know. I was hoping this year to buy a little bit more recent one. I wanted a, you know what, if it stays like that, I wanted to buy a Honda 4-stroke from at least the 2010s, but I'm not going to spend what little money I have available. I want to remind you guys, I still don't have a working car. I'm still using my wife's car, and I'm lucky to that our household has a second car, but like it just can't use her car forever. It's a pain in the butt for her, I'm sure, and for me a little bit. It's actually limiting the amount of mechanic work I can do. So that doesn't fit. Need an M6 washer. Ooh, that spaced it. I still need to space. Ideally, I'd get one more shim. Let me go see if I can find one more of those really thin shims, because we're close. It's not touching anymore. However, the filament path needs to be shimmed like just a tiny bit. So let me go see if I can find one more shim. So Cyborg doesn't include any shims. I don't know. Well, they say in the instructions, they say adjust. But like, they don't say how one would adjust it. They're like, you can figure it out. Maybe I did knock the bearing in too far. But you know, when it says put the bearing in the bore, it doesn't say don't put it in too far. It might have been a fluke, folks. I don't know if I can find another shim. Okay, well, I may have to add a shim pack to my purchase list. I have a really thin shim. I actually think it's not a shim, it's a washer, like a sealing gasket for a glow plug for a nitromethane RC car engine. I'll put whatever I need in there to shim up some space. All right, so we got a really thin shim here. We're going to try to pop that in there. It was actually an old RC car brought me to your channel. Care to guess how? Huh. How? I have no idea. Was it the snow speeder? Okay, that's spaced now. That filament path looks perfect. Trying to charge the battery. Ah. Yeah, I got a lot of crap for that video. A lot of people are saying like, well, if you have a power supply, then of course you can charge any battery. And it's like, yeah, dude, like that's the goal here. That's the clearance is barely there, but there is clearance. Nice. All right. We got her. I mean, I guess I should have been able to guess that, but I didn't. So now the gear comes very close to this edge. But it is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. Oh, I felt it move. I don't know if it's going to be. Nope, now it's rubbing on this edge. How's it going, Johnny B? So we can't win, folks. Now I mean, there's no way. It doesn't fit. It's going to have to be off the filament path. Let me show you what the problem is here. Came for the sandbox RC boat conversion, stayed for the rest of the fun. There we go. You're hung over. Now the bearing is stuck in here. Okay, so the gear, this gear, focus on my hand, will you? Okay, it's not focusing today. This gear, well, let me pull it out. Come on out. Okay, so this gear is pressed tight up against the red gear. And yet, I might be able to move it just a little bit, hang on. But like this overall spacing seems wrong to me. Okay, moved it like a millimeter. Hopefully that's all I needed. Because this is getting precarious. Okay, filament path is pretty much aligned. Oh, that's tight. I might sand a little bit of this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. No, it touches. I don't know what to do. So if I remove a shim, then my gear is not going to be aligned with the filament path. Because of the hub on the red gear is too wide. I can try to give this a quick sand. I don't know, guys. I kind of need this part. Running a disk speed test on your Mac Studio is 6 gigabits per second. So let's see if we can figure this out. Make sure your Guidler door is open. This one. Looking from the bottom. I do have another option, actually. I have a couple of BMGs here that I can steal the gears out of. But let's go see if anyone else has had this issue. Okay. Don't know what that means. To change the screw to a 25M? Page 107 of the assembly manual. File down the extruder shaft. That's weird. Oops. Oh, yeah, this way. Whoop. Webcam. Page 107 has nothing to do with that. Yeah, 107 has nothing to do with that. It's probably the old instructions. Heat sets. I'll just read through carefully. Heat sets. No, we haven't used the standoffs yet. Heat sets, lubrication film, yeah, and then into there. Check orientation. Oh, it says do not shim into position. Okay. The bearings should be loose on the shaft for centering. Oh, very interesting. Okay, okay, that's interesting. Do not shim. Let me just pull out these unrelated washers. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no shims in here. But actually, I don't think that'll solve my issues, though. And simply because I need to hold it off of here. It's saying it's going to self-center? I don't know. Let's put it together. Let's see. Although this bearing here so see, now it's sitting at the bottom there. So you open this. It won't go up because the bearing is a tight fit in here. So hang on a second here. How about so I may have to remove, yeah, it's the bearing, it was pre-installed. I might have to remove this bearing, or if I press it in here to about the right distance, so that's about the right distance there, and then drop it into here. Hang on a sec, the shuttle is not. Okay, needs to go in more. So that's not rubbing. Everything looks aligned. So I think we just leave it. I don't really like that it's just floating there, but it is what it is. Let's thread the bolts in, and if I need to sort of shove everything down a little bit, I will. Okay, yeah, now it's rubbing, but let me assemble this and we'll try to shove everything down a little bit. Okay, so now this is definitely rubbing, but if I can, oh, I moved it a touch. There we go. Should be able to open this. Oh my God, that is stiff. Ugh. It's not 100% centered in the filament path. But I can't go any closer than that. May require a revisit. But for now, it is working. All right, next. Yeah, I see that bearing. That bearing is supposed to be loose on that shaft, but it came pressed on. Got these done. That done. All right. Open the guidler, loosen the grub screw on the BMG drive gear with a small Allen key, then adjust its position left or right so that the filament path is aligned. Yeah. Once happy, tighten the grub screw. Be sure to not rotate the 50-tooth gear while doing this so that the flat shaft, yeah, that's good. Piece of filament can be handy to guide to ensure the grooves in your gear align correctly. I'll go get a piece of filament. Some hot pink filament. What do I have to open? This guy. I mean, it looks pretty close. Yeah, I think it's good actually. Okay, I'm gonna be happy with that. All right. Buy the original Bondtech part. And then, yeah. So that's the last thing we had here, the spring. So the spring got the knob, and I just need a washer now. And the washer, and then this goes over on here. There we go. Now I should be able to close this. Yeah. There we go. I think that's assembled. That's too much tension, I think. There we go. Turn it till it runs smooth. There we go. That's running smooth. Okay. We're at page 169, by the way. So they should be meshing together. The latch mechanism should seat into the groove of the shuttle. I mean, how can you even tell? Well, if I move this, it moves that in and out, so I think we're good. Maybe we're not good. Yeah, I think we're not good. Dang nammit, if I have to pull this thing apart again. Oh no, wait, we are good. That sits flush. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so softer and flexible materials will deform and extrude poorly under too much tension. Mini Stealth Burner adds an anti-squish thingamajig screw that sets the minimum distance between the drive gear and the idler. Backing the screw out increases this distance, and tightening the screw in decreases distance. Setting this minimum distance helps prevent the gears from meshing too tightly or binding in the extruder. Close the latch and put a piece of filament through the extruder. Spin the 50 tooth with your finger and test the feeding capability. You are looking for light teeth marks on the surface of the filament. We'll repeat this step once more after the motor is installed. Okay. So, but does this have teeth marks? No teeth marks. Okay. So when you go, I don't know which way feeds the filament in. Light teeth marks, I would say that's what it is. Okay. All right, we need some blowers now. So apparently the Cyborg kit has an upgraded this area. For better flow. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they say. Oh. This screw isn't as deep. I don't know. Oh, it's not as deep because it's a cutout. Okay. Oh, it's zip tied, but then it's twist tied and then zip tied. So I was wondering why the twist tie wouldn't come off. So I've got here 2 fans and 2 blowers, and I'm just gonna make sure 24 volts, 0.1 amps, both of these. Okay, they don't really show me the orientation. I guess like this. So it should just slide in. Doesn't seem to fit particularly well. Maybe you need to go in like this way. There we go. So that's where the fan sticks out there, or the blower sticks out there. Next blower. Oh, no, we need to put this one in. Oh, I have one with a long cable. This one is a short cable. Air is pushed into the cowling, so this way. And the wire comes up this way. Oh, that doesn't clip in. Is that supposed to clip in? Seems to be nothing holding it in place. Okay. And then the wire should come around town and up through this way. Oops. There we go. I don't know what holds it there. And then last blower goes like that, and then the wires go like this as well. They go in the same spot. This is more than a bit finicky. Trying to hold everything in orientation here. Feels like I'm gonna have to pinch the wires. These wires stick out a lot. Let me push them back in. Very finicky work. Nope. The corner grabbed the wire and pulled it out. Wonder if I should put a dab of crazy glue on this wire to keep it within its holder. Tiny, tiny little work. All right, here it goes. I find it weird that there is nothing holding this fan into place. I'm sure it's going to be addressed later. Like, I'm not concerned about it. Here we go. That's in. Something's wrong. This fan came away from a little bit. Oh, now they're all jammed together. Okay, let's just try to force it in. There we go. See, now this one is loose. But these two are tight. Okay. Oh, stepper motor. Pancake stepper. I'll switch you over to this camera because the everything is like super, it's like in there super tight. So here it is, but it's like you got to dig it out. I made it so deep. So that's the little pancake there. Sorry, you don't have any light. Also, I need my coffee. I barely drank any. Coffee. Oh, it's not even warm anymore. Okay, so stepper motor, looks like wires go towards the top. Like so. And then I need some M3 by 10. M3 by 10? That's fairly large. Wait, one is M3 by 10. What about the other one? There's only one M3 by 10. Okay. That's going to be on this side. That's a really long bolt. I feel like we don't need that long of a bolt. But maybe it bolts into something behind after. Oh, spin, spin. This is cross-threading. I need to use the ball end. Or maybe I should just, yeah, put it down a little bit further. There we go. Threading in. Feels weird. I have a 10mm screw here. Then that should be for mesh setting. Right motor plate is slotted to allow, yep, that's good. Need to be loose, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this, oh here, look, there. Here, let me, I was just complaining about M3 by 10. M3x10, are you sure? Yep, these screws need to have extra thread on the backside to attach spacers for the strain relief. If you're using a tool head PCB, you still need the extra thread and spacers. Okay, so M3x10 it is. Looks like I'm not the only one to have that question. All right, I'm gonna have to use the ball end here. Not the British bell end. There's a ball end. It's different. All right, so that's loose. Good. Open up the extruder latch and drop the guidler down so you can freely rotate the 50-tooth gear. On the next page, we'll be setting the proper gear mesh. Good lighting and some magnification, but not a requirement. Okay, so open the latch. This is exceedingly tight. Open the latch, drop the guidler. I was going to say we can freely rotate, but the stepper motor is giving us drag. Okay. With the latch and the guidler open, hold the prit head that allows you at an angle to see the 50-tooth gear. Use the finger to manipulate the 50-tooth gear back and forth. As you do so, rotate the motor down to the gear. As the two gears begin to mesh, you'll see. Okay. Less and less. Once you have a very small amount of movement, gear meshing is set. I think that's good. I'll tighten this up and I'll show you guys after. So the gear mesh, might be able to just hear it. I don't know if you can hear that. There's the tiniest little amount of play, and I think that's what we want. And that can close back up. It's a cool mechanism. I love the whole thing. Okay, tighten. Be sure to recheck that you still have proper gear meshing, that you still get light teeth marks on the filament. Yeah, I guess we need new filament because I have light teeth marks on this already. Yep, light teeth marks. Okay, I think we're good. All right. So, number of hot ends compatible with the V0 meets your expectations because you're putting a massive amount of time and effort into building this. Me too, MT. Me too. However, I'm having a blast building this. Aside from the parts, you know, where I really wasn't a fan of the instructions, this is pretty fun. It's like building Lego. I'm actually going to do something because it's been bothering me. These are not perfectly lined up. This is like building Lego, so I'm pretty happy. I just need to be aware of certain things, like the fact that this is going to break. This piece here, I freaking guarantee you, the amount of tension on these belts is going to break. I can feel it. I don't know when, but I want to be ready for when it does. All right, so we need to attach the, so this thing here. So PDRG, that means Fadus Dragon. We do not have a Fadus Dragon hot end. This is the part where I'm a bit disappointed, but I'm going to install as delivered. And if we need to upgrade this in the future, we will upgrade this in the future. Just gonna make sure all these bolts are tight. So yeah, this is not a CHC V6 like the ad said. This is a TZT V6. It does not use a all-around a heater that goes all around the hot end. It uses, that is the thermocouple. It uses a single little ceramic resistor, which will attach here. Here, like so. So yeah, this is the only part I'm kind of disappointed in. So we do have to assemble this. So there's a silicone sock for it. And here is the clip that clips the hot end on. A couple screws and stuff. We're going to deal with that momentarily. So this should go on here, probably with a dab of thermal grease. We do have thermal grease in the package. There we go, thermal grease. It says accord with ROHS. I don't know why thermal grease would have lead in it, but not my issue. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit on here. Now, I have no illusions that this is high temperature 3D printing thermal grease. This is probably regular thermal grease that you would use on like a computer. I don't think it's fancy. So let me just look up real quick. Oh my God. Well, I have thermal grease all over the floor now. Let me look up real quick how this is supposed to be installed. There are no instructions for this. Because this has, I mean, TZT V6. Hot end. So this is the part that you customize. Well, great. It's not there. So we'll have to go to AliExpress. TZT V6. Are you serious? Hot end. I can't find it now. Oh, TZ V6. No, TZT. Okay, this guy. Just want to check the assembly. There we go. This should be good enough. So the little springies go on top. Okay, then you put these little springies. That little springy on top. I've got thermal grease all over my fingers. Okay, see if I can slide this up. It does go up a little bit more. There we go. I think that's correct. So like that. And then the thermistor probably needed to go inside there. So the thermistor probably goes, there was a screw hole. Yeah, right there. The thermistor probably goes in right there. So I'm going to put a dab of this grease on the thermistor as well. So there's the thermistor bulb. I'm going to dab that in there. And in this little hole. Like that. And I'm just going to push this up, sort of like that, and then Move this whole clip over it. Oops, went too high with that. Let's bring it down a little. There we go. So that should be fully installed. Just going to wipe off the excess thermal grease. Okay, so that's hooked up, and now this should just go up and over. Should make sure this is tight though. So we have a little wrench. So this uses, okay, that's tight. There's no more I can do with that. This uses these tiny little nozzles that I don't have any. How's it going, Adam? I don't have any replacements of these nozzles. These are like absolutely tiny. And then the silicone sock, which I think I just dropped on the ground. Let me see. I'll put this here. That doesn't go flying. Yeah, I think the silicone boot just fell. I don't know where it went. Ooh. You know you're old when bending down takes a lot of concentration. Let's see. Where would it have fallen? So yeah, the problem with it using all like proprietary type stuff is that I don't have any spares. If it used, you know, like a mosquito style hot end or something like that, I would have extras, but I don't. So I'm really hoping this doesn't involve me having lots of downtime. You know, like if something goes wrong, I have no replacement bits. But I have replacement bits for like all the common things. I have no idea where that silicone piece fell, and I need it. Where did you go? Come on. Well, this is bad news. Where could it have fallen? There's a couple little nooks and crannies. Where did you go? It's bad too, because silicone is super... Oh, it fell into my drawer. Okay. I'm gonna say silicone is a super springy. Could have went anywhere. When you kneel down and have to pray to God to get back up again. You're talking to an atheist though, so I have no one here to help me. All right, so let's see if we can get this up and over. So there we go. That's what the finished product looks like. Like so. And now we need to bolt this in. Now it has a couple of screws in here, 4 screws, and I don't know if they expect me to use that, use these to bolt it onto the carriage. So here's the carriage. So that is not a Phaetus Dragon. And which way do the screws go? Like, do the wires go? I guess towards the back here. So I feel like it might go like this. One, two. I'm going to preload these screws. Three. And four. I don't know what kind of driver this uses. Did I actually get it threaded first try? Look at that. There we go. So that is the TZ V6, whatever that is. So you install to there. Okay, total length of PTFE tube will be dependent on the hot end you choose. Regardless, the tube must be cut to length which enables it to protrude from the tube and should be captured by the hot end. When installed, the rest of the tool head should not have any extra room to move up or down. So I guess this will slide in this way then. Right? Or maybe it slides in this way. Because if the tube has to go in there, I can't just slide it straight back like this. It has to come at an angle. Oh my God, that's tight. Okay, here, so it'll slide in like this. And then it should go all the way up. Oh! It's not going all the way up for some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's going to end up in being installed like that. This is a heavy unit, wow. Okay, so I need to have 6mm PTFE stick up off the top here. Okay, PTFE, we do have that. Now I don't like these rolls of PTFE because they're not straight, they're all rolled up. See how far down that goes in there. I really don't know how deep it's supposed to go in that TZT, I guess. I guess it doesn't go that deep. Okay, and now I need 6mm of it sticking up. Okay, so just about there. How am I going to do this? Because if you snip them, they're never even. So I'll snip them up higher. Because snipping causes, you see that? See how it's flattened? So you're not supposed to snip them per se. Okay, so 6 mils. It's just about there. So that would be just about there. It's a brand new blade, so should be good. A little bit off kilter. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it fits the hot end now. That's a tight fit, but that is a fit. It's in there. Oh, there's a frickin' trimming guide. Just look at the next page. Well, that's done. Okay, M3 by 35. And we go in from this side. A little bit of flashing in the hole there. Oh, okay, we're going to put nuts on it or something. Oh no, it's going to bolt right here. That's what's going to happen. Oh yeah. We are going to have, might have to lower this down a notch. All right, let's see if we can get all these wires up and out of the way. And this is going to go onto here. I don't even know where these wires are going to go. Just out of the way, I guess. Doesn't help that I can't see anything. Look at that. I don't know what's going on with that screw. Is it like not tightening? I don't know what's going on. that one's tightening. That one doesn't seem to be tightening. We have our hot end. Look at that, folks. So these wires are going to have to go somewhere out of the way. Oh, there's another bolt on the back. Which is a M3 by 16. But I'd love to figure out what's going on with the other one there. M3 by 16. There we go. Nice. Strain relief spacers. Oh, that's these. We took those out like 2 streams ago. The aluminum posts. These guys. We need another one, which may have gotten lost because of how long ago it was. TFE. Nope, here it is. There it fell on the ground. There we go. Excellent. And then we have a cover, goes on the back. I don't know if it's an accent piece or what, but, oh, I found it immediately. Wait, no. Yeah, that's it. It has an extra hole, I feel like, for the tool head board. Because I think this kit has a different, so M3 by 6 up here, M3 by 8 down here. Because this kit has a different way to bring the wires around. So 2 M3 by 6. That's sturdy. Oh, that is quite sturdy. So I assume that the PCB will be on the back. We might have to flip this around. You can check the instructions specific to, so 186, Cybor. There's like nothing. This is freaking useless. Thanks for nothing, Cybor. So for some reason, this has a slotted hole so it can be adjusted. Don't know what that's all about. Anyways, we need M3 by 8. 2 of those. There's definitely some figuring out to be done with this random assortment of parts. One and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. So yeah, this uses an umbilical up here, and I'm not sure how that's gonna change compared to the original instructions, but there are loops for zip ties, okay. Print head routing, so that should go like up and around and underneath here, and yeah, underneath. There's little clippies. Yeah, I see the clippies there. So that's all well and good. So this will come up like this. But I don't want to, and then they'll go underneath here. I don't want to tighten anything quite yet until I figure out how that board's going to sit. We might have to take some stuff off. Okay, so wiring and electronics now. So printer goes upside down, sorta. We're going to be looking at the back of the printer. So like this. Oh, I lost. Keep losing these little. I'm going to put these aside. Oops. These little things at the end here keep falling out. Okay. Let's see if I can make some space here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put a panel through here somewhere. It's not really clear. Well, good morning, Franco. So it's going to be these nuts. Got him. To secure that panel. And now we need to find the panel. DIN cleats to your desired location. You can skip the DIN cleats. So 192, is there anything here? Nope. No info, so I don't know what you're planning on doing, Cybor. But obviously, you don't have me in mind. Second camera. It's going to be a big piece, for sure. This is a big piece, but there's no holes. Oh, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. A couple extra holes in here, though. I'll check the other panels I have. Not those. Not those either, so it must be this one. So this guy here. So this is a black panel. Peeling the sheets here. The black panels, unfortunately, are like a mirror. So that's why I have to tilt you up so I can hide my shame. All right, let's see if I can find their correct orientation. So it's going to be like this. So actually, before I do this, one thing I need to do is I think these heater wires actually go into the Wagos underneath here. So let me install them. So let's see. This little wire, that connects up into here. These are all things that would have been far easier to do if the instructions mentioned literally anything about it. I think that goes in there. I don't know, is that a 2-pin? It is indeed a 2-pin. These are actually not the right connectors, so I don't know if they expect you to depin this and repin it onto the other connectors. I really don't know, but it absolutely wouldn't surprise me. So here are the other connectors. You don't get very long a wire to do this. Welcome back with your tea. So I'm trying to depin this connector. Oh, Jesus. Why is this so uneven? Oh, it's on something over here. Might need to go a little bit more close up to this. Or maybe I just take the bed right off. And also, if they set me up with Wagos, why would the ends be terminated in bootlace ferrules? As far as I know, the spec for Wago is 10 millimeters of stripped wire. And these bootlace ferrules do not give you 10 millimeters. I know that they claim that this is an easier way to do things, but I don't know if I agree. One. Two. Three. And just pull this all away. Okay. Now this should be able to just go to the side. I should be able to just work on this. Okay. How's your tea, Franco? Excellent. Now, when British people say tea, sometimes they mean like a time of day, like that they're having a meal. So I get a little confused sometimes. Because tea is like a time as well, right? Or like a, it's more than just the drink. It's like snack time. Hopefully you guys aren't all about to see me impale myself on camera. Tea, as in food, is the main meal between 4 and 6 p.m. We eat, so North Americans eat supper, dinner, usually between 4 and 6 p.m. I usually don't have this much trouble depinning connectors. These are specifically being a pain in my backside. Oh, got a Discord message. Just gonna check what that is. Oh, from a Discord that I should just mute at this point. Don't have anything really fine. So I understand they're trying to make this easier by giving me other connectors. So this one. But why not? Have a good one, Johnny. Why not just pin these correctly to start with? So the US Air Force was not allowed to fly during what was the Queen's tea time. Interesting. So these things have a little tab that you press down, but I'm having issues seeing it and why it's not pressing down easily. Also, I'm really unsure where I put my soldering visor. Oh, here it is. So I can try this. Okay, so get a little bit of magnification going. This is probably not super entertaining for you guys. I wish I had a microscope that did HDMI capture and had the screen. I'm gonna mangle this thing. Yeah, this is This one you have to push down. Like I could see it, but for some reason, like when I push on it, it moves the pins towards the housing more, and so it locks itself. And this is not the type that you can reach from the back either. Oh, you bastard. My screwdriver is just a little too big. My knife just a little too dangerous. Got one. Yeah, trying not to. Feel like I'm pretty close. There we go. That's done. Come on, get in there. There we go. One. Just these two. Well, I don't know. Actually, I can't say I don't know. There we go. For now, these two. That's done. Oh, my poor knees. I was kneeling that whole time. Okay, so I can bring the machine back in, pop these things back on. This is getting quite chunky. Okay, we're going to put these all down in the hole. Oh. It does look quite sturdy. So I think the idea is this is supposed to increase serviceability. You can take the plugs off and just pull the whole bed off to do work on it. But I think, I mean, they should just make those PCBs with the same plugs that come on the thermistors. I think that would make a lot of sense, but what do I know, right? There we go. How's it going, Cardimation? Well, I will tell you, if you've never built one before, some of the instructions are no bueno, because some of these things that come with these kits are not, they're not the original design. So you might have some frustration ahead. But if you can deal with that, you're probably good. This is the Cyborg kit. I bought it because I wanted the 3D printed parts already, because I don't have a way to print ABS. There we go. So right now, the work I just did, there were no instructions for this stuff, because this bed is not the original Voron design. This bed is a community mod, and that community mod does not have instructions, or not good instructions at least. Community mods sort of imply that you already built a Voron, so they're not necessarily, you know, beginner friendly type of thing. But otherwise, I'm having a blast. It's like building Lego that you'll be able to 3D print with afterwards. All right, so don't know which holes they want me to use. So the 1, 2, 3 big gap. I don't know which holes. These holes? Like which one of all these holes? It shows a screw like there. There, I guess. I have no clue. I have no idea where they want me to install this, so we're going to install it, and then we might have to move it after. It seems to me like there makes sense. And up there. Oh, how many? Oh, wait. There's 6 screws. The 2 empty holes. I have no idea. We've got 2. We got 4 preloaded nuts. Oh, I don't know. This is the frustrating bit, is trying to understand what they want you to do. Like, this is straight Voron instructions, but then again, I don't know if these panels are cut to Voron designs specifically. So we'll do like bottom ones there. And we'll do top ones. There-ish. There-ish. Come down a bit. That's good. That's just about lined up. Okay, so M3 by 6, let's put 4 of them in. Might have to move these because I have no idea. Oh, need 4, not 2. So this is another upgrade of the Cyborg kit. These are polycarbonate, not acrylic. So they have a little bit higher temperature resistance. You still cannot print nylon in these machines, which is unfortunate because the chamber temperatures need to be very hot, and the ABS plastic most of the pieces are built out of cannot withstand those temperatures. Oh, need to line this up a little bit better. Okay, so that seam's lined up, flush with the edge. Good. Okay, next. All right, so we should have some sort of brackets. This is the part I'm really unsure of, because now it's a spool holder. So I feel like this is where we're on our own here. So we have a handle for the door, right? This looks like a spool holder to me. This looks like it might attach to this. Okay. But now, actually like this. Okay, so that attaches to that. But there are no DIN rails in this kit. None. I don't know where the electronics attach. So we've got a couple of harnesses. We've got our build plate. We've got some PTFE tube. A couple harnesses. We've got the Fly Gemini board. I don't see any. This definitely hooks up to an extrusion because it has the little nub in there. There are no instructions. Oh, there's one part. There's no DIN cleat either. But there is one part. If I go, that part, I think, is this. So we've got this. But literally there are no DIN cleats. None. This is all empty except for the skirts. We can actually put the skirts in here if we wanted to. Over here we've got the ADXL, Wi-Fi, and a couple tiny little LEDs. So we have that. We have this part. I'll turn on the soldering iron. We have the screen. But there are no mounting anythings. Nothing. There are no parts to mount anything. What we do have, though, which scares me, is a lot of double-sided tape. I am concerned that we are going to maybe double-side tape everything. Let's go to here. 4 M3 heat sets in here. I really don't like the idea of double-side taping everything because it's very permanent. Very hard to undo, redo. And since the instructions for our specific kit are not great, let's check on the Cyborg just to make sure. No, 193, I see nothing. So at 199 to 205, there's a supplementary manual here. Okay. CNC metal parts, that's not us. CNC metal parts, that's not us. Motherboard installation. Okay, so we use standoffs. Okay, wiring, that's good. Oh God, that did not go well. Here, let me just download this. Open this. Stepper motors, hot end heater and thermistor. Controller board, so there's an ADXL mount. Goes up top. Yeah, diagram. So it goes onto there. Oh, there's two lights that go in the hot end. See, oh, God damn it. Okay. Wi-Fi, SSH software. Login. None of this has to do with the wiring. Yeah, we're kind of on our own, folks. Kind of on our own. I think so. It's double-sided tape. So I think it's going to go behind the modules. I'm pretty sure the power supply is held on by double-sided tape. I think that's actually standard Voron fare. I don't know. In a world where you can 3D print nearly any geometry, I don't know why we're relying so heavily on tape. There we go. Some heat set inserts. Unable to render code block. Well, it's a PDF. So I'll just download it. Okay, air duct improvement. Z end stop mount has been changed. Idler cam locks. Rear right foot, the filament, protection. So again, not useful. There's another supplementary here. Download that as well. I'm going to open this. So yeah, that's what we were reading. So you install the motherboard a little bit differently. So they're using, so that's what these holes are for. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's it. But if I'm reading that correctly, then this panel is upside down, because that goes like this. Yeah, panel's upside down. Okay, so let's put this panel right side up. I'm actually going to install the standoffs while I have it here. Go over there. Ouch. Edges of this are sharp. So I'm just installing the standoffs now. I'm doing it off camera because the surface is like extremely reflective. But basically, that's what I'm doing. Putting little standoffs on with the M3x6 screws. Three. Oh. And number 4. Okay, so now this should fit this way. Should still all line up. And it does not. I just flipped it this way. Oh wait, it's because I installed it the wrong way. This way. Yeah, all does still line up. Okay, I'm gonna put my M3x6. Pretty smart to have slots here. Everybody's install is going to be slightly different. Two. right, so make sure it's aligned. It is. Gonna cinch these down. They don't have to be super tight. Okay. And now this. Oh yeah, okay. Sits like that. Okay. So they actually made their back panel compatible with their board. So that's why. My only concern now is, are these two holes, like where on earth is this going to mount to? This side? Like, right? Is that? I don't see a hole spacing of this size. Maybe it goes down here? No? So this one has the Raspberry Pi built in right there, All-Winner H3. The main PCB, well, no, they have mounting holes. The panel has mounting holes specifically for this board at this position. So I don't think I can do that. Oh, we almost lost another screw, but it's right here. Oh, focus, you fuck. Sorry, I said a naughty word. Oh, the SD card's already in there. 32 gig SanDisk. Well, there we go. So yeah, I don't know. Like, is this just going to... There's a giant plug here, so this has to be somewhere with a giant hole, or it's going to sit maybe like that. I don't know. Yeah, demonetized. This channel, mark my words, will never be monetized. I don't think so. Okay. All right. So that's understandable to the controller board, but like, let's be honest here. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But this board here will likely go on here or upwards maybe. Yeah, so that's definitely where that goes. That's going to be on that hot end. I have a feeling we're going to have to repin every one of these connectors on that. So the umbilical, it's not going to be fun. Okay, let's rejoin the main instructions. So yeah, DIN cleats. So this is not needed. Here, That's not needed. Plus, I don't have a main board and a Raspberry Pi. They're all built in one. Input voltage switch. Yep. Oh, there we go. See? That's the Voron way. Tape. You tape the power supply on. One to 2 millimeter gap from the PSU body to the frame as safety precaution. You should distrust modern adhesives. You can mount by drilling 2 holes in the deck panel and skirting it with bolt holes. Yeah, I don't want to drill. There are some drill holes already. I can't flip this upside down for you guys either. But there are some holes drilled in the bottom there. I just don't know if that's for this. Let me see. So we have our power supply here. So I'm at 115 volts. Just going to check. I actually think they may have given me the bolt holes. I don't have to tape this. Right here, there's 2 holes. I don't think I need to tape this. Oh, I can't twist the lead screw from the back anymore. Uh-oh. There we go, it moves well enough. So let's confirm that I have M3x6 and that they'll fit in there. Because if so, I am doing that. So I can't see. If they've done me the grace of putting in the bolt holes, I'm going to be more happy about that. There's one. And there's 2. And you see the 2 holes right there. Need my ball end driver. Well, I just dropped every M3x6 bolt on the ground. Well, I'll be dipped. They pre-drilled. All right, enjoy your beer. What are we celebrating? That is totally installed with just screws. I am happy about that. There we go. Oh, baby. All right, let me pick up the M3x6 bag that I dropped on the ground that I'm surprised I haven't done more than once now. We're going to be finding M3x6s for months. right. It's a hot afternoon. What's the temperature over there? It's cold today here. Oh, I just stepped on another M3x6. Oh, and another one. It's, I don't have the temperature available. Cold. It is 3 degrees Celsius. Let me just, dealing with my podcast guest here. All right. That's good. Oh, I need to tighten this one. That one's tight. Why isn't this one tight? Oh, no, it's the panel that's not tight. Okay, I understand now. I get it. That's tight. What is this? Oh, there's a cooling fan for the electronics. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So that goes... Or is that for the chamber? I'm trying to understand where this points. There's a cooling fan. There's the foot. No, it's for underneath here. It's between these two. Goes right here. Blows this way. So it's this guy. This one here. Okay, so this goes into the extrusion. Excuse me. And there should be a locking piece. This one here, it seems. And that goes into that extrusion, I think. There, yeah. Okay, yeah, I see. So that goes in here first, and then that goes in there. Oh, look at that. This is so well designed. Okay. And then M3x12 through the bottom of the clacker there. M3x12. $25C. Oh God, I want that. If Vero's in chat, she's going to be quite jealous of you. We've had some warm weather, but like 15. Not that warm yet. We'd really love to turn off the heating. Because heating is expensive. But it only gets to like 15 and like the peak. Why don't you install? There we go. This would have been nice to install before the power supply. Now the power supply, like if you have trouble with this, if you're following the regular instructions, your VHB is holding the power supply in. It won't last. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. But summer is coming, whether you like it or not, and I like it. When it gets too hot, though, I am uncomfortable. Like, I am a sweaty person. So when it gets too hot, I'm out. I need the AC. But right now, it's been kind of dreary. So I haven't been liking that so much. M3 by 16. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So M3 by 16. 2 of them. Okay, and now we're attaching our fan this way, where it blows down. Yeah, I also like spring and fall. Because I overheat really easily. But I will take summer over shoveling snow. My back does not appreciate when I shovel snow. Okay, that should be tight. Get out of there. There you go, little fan. And this will plug in somewhere inside here. We don't really get... This year we've been light on snow. I've been doing well. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we should have our IEC socket. We do. That's this bad boy over here. Again, I can't flip the machine upside down so you guys can see it, unfortunately. So now, power switch. I prefer the power switch towards the outside so you can reach around and, you know, deal with that. However, I do like that the up is on and down is off. So I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. Hang on a sec, just wanna make sure everything is clear of here. Okay. And so what we have here is this is the earth connection. Then I just wanna make sure this is the live. Actually don't know. Okay, this is the neutral. So it looks like the fuse is on the neutral. Live to there, fuse on the neutral. Okay. I think we're okay, but let's see. Yeah, they have the switch. You know, I could probably flip the switch around. Hang on a sec. I am a bit difficult with these things. We're going to rewire it totally. Okay. So, yeah, I want that switch backwards. It should come out, although they're a little hard to get out once they're in. But this will bother me if I don't do it. More so than just a couple of scuffs on the plastic. Let me see if I can go under the light here and see if I can see the release mechanism. Okay, it's just tabs. Oh, dropped another wire. Okay, here we go. So it should just be tabs. So if I press in the tab like this, I should be able to push that end out. Hurts because I'm pushing on the flat tab there. Like so. No pain, no gain. It's come out a little bit. Or a different style of no pain, no gain is no agony, no braggony. Name the TV show that's from. That's going to be a deep cut. Oh, come on, get out there. If Vero would be in chat, she knows what show that comes from. There, we got it. Okay, now since this sits this way, I want it to be like this. Like so. Okay. So, just want an IEC cable to confirm. I should have one. Here's one. Okay. So the live is actually this one. So live goes to the fuse and then goes to here like that. So live is red in our case. Then that means neutral goes beside it. Okay. And then my little chunks of wire. The live will come from the switched position there and go into our power supply. There we go. And the neutral will come down onto our power supply. So in North America, live is black and neutral is white, but since this is black and red, we're going to treat it like DC colors almost. Okay, and then this come come in like that. Oh, derp, I could have just used the IAC cable that was included in the kit to check the colors. That does not sit very well. Oh, I see there's a screw there. Until it clicks into place. This does not click. Yeah, this doesn't click. Just gonna check if there's a screw. No screw. All right. Yeah, this does not click into place at all. Which one, the North American color scheme? Or do you mean the red, black, and yellow? Protective earth. Okay, and then live is our red. And neutral. Okay, so that is all set. Probably going to wrap this in wire loom or something eventually. One day I'm going to come back and clean up all the wiring, but first I need it to work. Using black and white for power. We have red and black. We went to brown, live, blue, neutral, green, earth. Yeah. I don't know why it's white and black. Probably a holdover from when we first started wiring stuff. Black and white were probably the easiest installation colors to create, I'm guessing. I don't know. I've had more issues with YouTube the last 2 days than ever. Made to spring for premium. Ooh, that's... Before you use premium, try using the Brave browser. It has some of the features that premium has. Done. Okay. And now we're the positive and negative. Okay, so this is where we're on our own here. We are... Did I install that wrong? That fan goes there. Whoops. That fan blows up onto the controller. Whoopsies. Huh. But the only thing is I want the fan to be here. The fan doesn't fit there. Okay, well, we'll undo it. By the way, it seems like quite a few people are watching these streams. Maybe not so much catch it live, but I definitely have like 30 to 40 views on the live streams, just like after the fact. So that's interesting. Not many chatters, but people who are watching the stream and don't chat. I see you. Okay, so this actually goes this way. I don't know if that's much better. That is not going to fit underneath the skirts, is it? Whatever. I'll install it the way they want, and then if I have to fix it, I'll fix it. I'll be like, oh, okay, so it just stops buffering. What, are you using the official YouTube app? Because I find like that thing is pretty shit. I stopped using the YouTube app a long time ago. I use it for like Creator Studio, but I do not use it for, where the hell did that go? There. I don't use it for watching YouTube anymore. I use, well, on my desktop I use I use Chrome, but on mobile I'm using Brave browser. I wish they would sponsor me, but I don't think they make money, so they wouldn't have any way to sponsor me. Oh yeah, you're using the app. Yeah, I never use the app. So my thought, and this is only my own personal thoughts, it has nothing to do with YouTube, is that YouTube deprioritizes small creators. And so what's the, I think it's very expensive to move information around the internet, video especially. And so I think I get low priority. Plus, like, on my, if you think about it, on my YouTube channel, like on this live stream channel, you guys aren't spending money. You guys aren't buying super chats and stuff like that, stuff that makes YouTube money. So yeah, that's my thought. Okay, colors. Yeah. So from the front, that's B, A, Z, and Extruder. It's good. SKR Pico. Oh, and then there's a cover. Okay, that I'll install after. So you got skirts. I'm just curious about the one for the IEC. Yeah, so there is a screw that goes here, but it doesn't hold the IEC in. What if I give them a little adjustment outwards, little bit of help? Now you gonna clip? Nope. No clip. Okay. Whatever. Interesting. Well, that's it. We're on our own now. We have to figure out how these things work. So I'm not going to install the skirts quite yet. We got this. We need to get this thing wired up. So there is nowhere that shows. So we've got this. So it says to connect the hot end directly to there. But that doesn't make sense. We've got the umbilical. No, here, there's the umbilical. The umbilical is for lights. No, it's for one light. I am confused. Because this shows only, okay, I can, it looks like I can connect some stuff to this, right? There should be 2 power wires and 2 ground wires. So let's go look for that. There are 4 lights. Oh yeah, that's the Star Trek reference. I know that reference. A bunch of LED harnesses. So this is the umbilical. I may have to look at specs. I may have to Google the umbilical by itself because I really don't know where that would be. Let me just put this wire sheath in. Give this the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Get it all in the sheath. Stupid umbilical. I hate the fact that there's no freaking instructions. So we're going to hope that the umbilical is not a Cybor mod. I'm going to hope that it's an actual community mod and then there's some information on it somewhere. Also looks like the sheath is a little bit too long. That looks like crap. I'm going to have to work out all the kinks. Okay. Got distracted. I'm looking for wires. So there are some crimp connectors here. There's a USB Type-C. We're going to keep that handy. There's the IEC connector. These look like they're for the heated bed. I think, oh, here. This is it. Okay, we're looking for these. Ugh. So these are the pairs of black and red to go up to the webcam to go up to here. So the only thing is I do need to confirm which one's positive, negative. I guess it's positive, negative, positive, negative. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that's really tight. So we're pretty much on our own now. No more instructions. Positive, negative. These do not fit particularly well. And they're really long too. I don't know if that'll fit. Looks like that's for the hot end there. The fans go here, but that'll be through the umbilical. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna do this wiring and then we're gonna look up the V0 umbilical. So these two are the heated bed there. Okay, and then these run down this way. Down this way. And to the positives and negatives on the power supply. Once that's done, I should be able to clip the cover of the power supply on. So plus, plus, minus, minus. Okay, so positive. I'm going to drop that in the negative there. Then positive. Then back into the negative here. Positive. There we go. Just realized it's St. Patrick's Day here in the US, and we'll, yeah, tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, right? Isn't it Monday? Could be wrong. 2. Three. 4. Okay. So those wires are attached. Now I can put the cover on, which was our, I think it's our long piece, this guy here. Pretty sure that's our cover. That's a loose fit on there. That's going to fall off. That's a horrible cover. I'm going to run no cover. That doesn't fit. Okay. Okay, so that's it. V0 umbilical. Okay, so the umbilical hangs here. Okay. Is there no wiring diagram? Images. PCB wiring. So it's for 3 strips. Jesus. Okay, so I must install this way. I have no idea why the Americans are like, even here in Canada. I think it's just an excuse to go drinking, to be honest. So that should install, right? Can't install there. Must install here with spacers. So go this way. Frame PCB. Okay. Overview. Okay. Pin out. Oh, thanks. I really understand this. Schematic. Doesn't help. Are they marked? Oh yeah, they're marked. X end stop. Part cooling. Hot end thermistor. NeoPixel. NeoPixel. Motor. What motor? Chamber thermistor. Okay, so that goes there to there, and then you hook up. Okay, that's good. Is the other end marked? The triangular PCB. Oh yeah, okay, heater, part fan. Okay, so this is marked. Okay. It's it feels a bit weird. It feels like I'm flying without a parachute here. But I think we'll get through it. Okay, so we need to undo this. This guy here. Okay, and I think we should remove, like, is this is going to go here. Are these going to fit like there, or do I go underneath here or under here? Wish there was an installed one. I think. Toolhead PCB layout. Toolhead PCB overview. Umbilical connector. Umbilical chamber hookup PNG. Okay. So I think this is a case of you do your best. I don't think there's any particular way. I'd love, yeah. Okay. So some of these are like barely going to make it onto the PCB. And I feel as though some of these will have to be repinned. Come on. Get off there. Okay. So let's see what we got. This is the hot end. Where does the hot end go? Toolhead PCB. Strain relief body. Probably back in images. Pin out? No. Overview? No. Frame PCB. Toolhead. Hang on. Schematic. I don't remember. It's pixel wiring. That's not what I need. Overview. Toolhead. Umbilical. Can barely read the part fan. Thermistor is there. So the thermistor has to go all the way around and plug there. Heater is here. Okay, so that's the heater. That is going to be a tight fit. So heater there. These have a lot of wire. This must be the thermistor. I don't know which is the part cooling fan. think that's the part cooling fan. So these three I want to run underneath this post. And is that the extruder motor? Must be. Okay. All right. So let's loosen this. Okay. So let's run these three. Underneath here. Will that fit? Oh, it's a tight fit. Yep, but it does fit. 1, 2, and 3. Let's run underneath there. I'm going to run this one underneath there too. And I'm going to run this one underneath there. There we go. And now put this back in. Like so. And like so. Actually, I should leave this loose. That screw is not happy. And this guy. Then this guy. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, nope. This has to go through. Nope, that's not good. I almost broke the whole thing. Oh, no, I did break it. Because now the post is rotating. Not a good sign. I did snap this. I think it'll be okay, but not ideal. How's it going, Johnny? Shit, it's already 20 after 11. I feel like we've done nothing today. I'm pretty upset about breaking that piece. And why won't this screw grab now? Oh. I need to stop forcing things. Okay, neither of these screws have grabbed anything. Okay, let's lift that. These screws are a little bit too short. I'm going to replace them by M3x8. loosen this. Loosen this. This is a little finicky. More than a little finicky. So M3/8. Put slightly longer screws in there. She is doing your taxes. Uh-oh. I thought in Sweden, I thought the government did your taxes and they just send you a thing saying this is how much we calculated. Am I wrong? Okay, that feels better. That's how it works if you don't do business outside of what is reported. Okay, I see. You've got other stuff. Okay, what? PCB layout. Okay, here. That's what I wanted. Okay, heater. I can't see because I am old. 90% don't ever need to touch anything, yeah. Honda paint color, electron blue pearl. Heater is here. EBP, electron blue pearl. I thought you were more into a yellow, but you should check it out. 99, you're in the States, right? 99 Civic SI, electron blue pearl. If that doesn't convince you, nothing will. Electron blue pearl is one of those amazing colors. Banks even pay your interest taxes directly to the government. Yeah, see, I would be an advocate for that kind of system here in Canada. The only people that don't want sorry, heater, is that heater? Only people that don't want that to happen is the companies that, you know, make money doing taxes. So if the thermistor is over here, that is not very convenient. Maybe I shouldn't have run it behind that post. I don't want to force it. Yeah, that was a mistake. It'll never pass through here. Don't have companies living off making people's taxes. Yeah. So, stop. Hot end fan. That's actually 2. I need to undo this again. Oh, that's tight. Oh, they don't give you a lot of wire, which is fine because you know, you do it tight. Ah, come on. Okay, so I need to take this one out, and what I think is the hot end fan which I think is this. I should really power it up briefly. Forgot to tell his authorities the sale of his shares in a private company. A couple of 100k euros. He got 6 months in prison to pay double the tax amount. Yeah, I mean, if it's a couple 100,000, then that's a lot of money. You are not part of the poors. I mean, I made last year just over the poverty line. Like, not like I wasn't that close to the poverty line, but still like not far. And I ended up paying like $3,600 in taxes. Plus the amount I had already paid from being being employed but not self-employed. All right, I need to figure out which one of these two fans is the part cooling fan. So having thought of this before, I would have marked them, but I didn't think of this before, and so I did not mark them. So now I just need to spin up the fan and make sure which is which. See, I don't know how much tax I paid in total. I mean, I could look it up, but basically, I probably would have got a refund if it wasn't for my YouTube income, which is not taxed. You have to pay. Okay, yeah, MT, but when you don't make any freaking money, if you think about it, look at the amount of money. Like, look at all the people that can afford to finance new cars, right? Even like moderate cars. I cannot finance new cars. Okay, so let's see if this 9-volt will run it. Negative, positive. Is anything spinning? Oh. Nope, this could be one of the dead ones. Positive. Negative. Nope. So I have a ton of power supplies here. None of them plugged in. What do I do? Literally none of my power supplies are plugged in. I can sneak this one around. Okay, hopefully this doesn't take down the stream. Do you have to pay your... It's complicated. So in principle, if I follow the rules, I have to pay my YouTube tax quarterly if I follow the rules. However, you don't do that until the government tells you to. The threshold for the government telling you to is $3,000 owing. So I qualify, but yet they did not tell me to yet. I called the CRA because the last thing I want to do is make a mistake on my taxes and end up in jail. 24, enter, this on. And they said, you don't. Okay, so this is the part cooling fan. I will mark that with a Sharpie. Off. So they said I don't have to, or I shouldn't. I can't. You can't. You don't have access to it unless they make you do it. So this is part cooling. This is part cooling. Just mark the, there we go. So yeah, that's my status. So this year, again, I'm probably going to owe more than, I think it's 3,000 is the threshold. Probably going to owe more than 3,000. So maybe again this year, I will pay that much, and then we'll see what happens. Complicated. You can ask 4 different departments the same question. Okay, I don't even want to get into that because that is annoying. Because I do my own taxes, and the amount of things that end up being, well, you just do your best. And it's like, what's the answer though? It's like, well, you know, you should just do your best. And it's like, no, I don't want to end up in jail or owing. That is true over here too. 4 different people, same department. Yeah, same. So the rules for taxes are not exhaustive here. They're not all-encompassing. So if you get audited, the person who's auditing you can have a different interpretation of the rules than you or your accountant or the person you called for information or whatever. So you can do everything exactly the way they want you to and still end up getting a bad audit. Does Canada consider you legally married for... Yes, they do. Yeah, is that the CNC machine or whatever? Let's see, part fan. Here. Thermistor, I'll plug that after because let's go over. Part fan. Here, don't you fucking dare not have enough space. There we go. Heater. Here, for some reason, I don't understand why it's so far from the source. A bit weird to me, but whatever. This goes here. Hot end fan goes here. I think. Let me just check. I can't see. Hot end fan. Definitely here. Just a machine working for 22 minutes. I watched it. Had you on the podcast too, so I did a little bit of research first. Okay, well, so now these wires I'm going to try to tuck as good as possible and put through the cable management hole, but this is like tight. There's not a lot of space here. Okay, so now the umbilical goes in here. Now I have to figure out how to mount the umbilical onto here, because you'll notice the lack of preloaded screws or nuts in the frame. So I have to hope that the umbilical mount, this thing, helps me somehow. Because like this clearly goes like this, right? So does that just go like this? That doesn't fit in the groove. That just bolt there? Hi, Adam. Nope, not even close. I'm almost to the end of the stream, but I'm not almost to the end of the build. So I can see there's some heat set inserts down here. Do I use that to pop onto here? Must be this way to get to these connectors. So that would seal this chamber separate to this chamber. So maybe that's what it does. Because if you go to the overview, it doesn't say where it's bolted. Compress, extend, uncompress. That's what it says. Two PCBs and a cable aid in wire management, routing, as well as making the tool head able to be swappable. The frame PCB mounts between the AB motors, the back of the printer, and condenses the heater, thermistor, part cooling fan, hot end cooling fan, extruder motor, and the X end stop into a single 13-pin microfit 3 connector, while adding a chamber thermistor and hookups for 3 continuous NeoPixel strips. Mounting between the motors, this board takes in all the wires and merges them into a 14-pin harness. Toolhead PCB. Okay. Toolhead bomb, umbilical cable, cable bomb, and that's it. Frame PCB. What's this? Oh, that's the CAD files. Gerbers, images, KiCad, STL, softwares, and the README. And that's it. They don't say how to mount it. They don't say anything. This has been an interesting experience. So maybe it goes in there. I don't know. Definitely that's too small. The M3x6 are too small. Do I get M3x10? M3x8? Just going at it alone. 2 M3x8 screws coming up. I'm just going to put it in there, and if it's wrong, it's wrong. Or maybe I should rip all of the plug-ins out, because I'll probably have to repin a whole bunch of these things. Just ripping out all these JST connectors. There we go. Got a big pile of them now. Let's see if I can just start one of the screws. I don't know how deep that goes. Put it looser. Okay, and then see if I can slide that in. Nope, not a chance. Okay, good to know. Oh, come on. Hold on. Maybe I can slide it in. I think I had Johnny on twice. I'm not 100% sure. Ah, come on. Get in there. Checking out at 12? Yeah, I think so. I do need to eat something. I honestly could do this all day, but I really should eat. And honestly, probably should get I probably should get the Unity, at least the unboxing video done. They kind of hooked me up. Maybe I shouldn't make them wait too long for their video. You know? I also have to edit the Banggood video. Man, I know it's this way. Yeah, it just won't let me. How come it just slides out like that? You bastard. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't line up. It's like it has to sit this way. But then how do you get the wires into here? I guess you have to wire them in first. It don't make sense. Okay. Get my inner zen. So I want it to go like this. Does it fit like that? It totally does not go like that. So you need to wire the heater wires in first. Okay. Okay. We can do this. Wasn't there a sheet with the wiring? Yeah, there is. Oh. Okay, so here's the umbilical. That shows you the strips. Okay, so the heater should be marked HED. HED, HED. So let's see. These wires, are they marked? Nothing marked, but they do have ferrules, so I assume this is going to be for the heater. This is an extension. Oh, what's this? Oh, HEF, HED. Here they are. So yes, they are marked HED. Oh, oh, they're just bare wires. Oh, because they go into the board. Okay. Da-da-da. No, well, maybe now I can, now that I'm going to put the board on upside down. But not the way it was before. I tried to cheat it, and it didn't work. Okay, a little concern. HE. Are these the wires for the heater? These are tiny. .20 gauge. Really? Huh. That feels small to me. If it catches fire, we're gonna have to replace them. Okay. So now let me try threading in halfway. Let go. There we go. Just weird that it sits, in my mind, upside down. Because you can't access these wires. Yeah, there we go. I'll go in. And like, that doesn't even fit. That doesn't fit because these are fouling. I just broke them. Thing is that they're going to hit the frame. They are literally hitting the frame. They are very close to hitting the frame. I'm going to use this. I'm going to have to monitor this connection here. It's a little sketchy. Probably going to want to desolder this and put something else like screw terminals. Yeah, I don't like that. That's really close to the metal frame. And then they have to go up and over and into here. Oh boy. Oh no. We didn't prep the chicken. Damn it. Well, we're having chicken no matter what today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut my frustration short here. Might end up not finishing up the wiring today. So this is, forgot which motor is which. You look from the front, B, A, B, A, B. I can't even see that far. Okay, well, anyways, this is going to be it for today, folks. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you being here. And if you're watching the stream but not live, like if you're watching afterwards, I want to know about it. Leave me a comment in the comments section. I want to know who's watching these things after the live is done. Have a good one, everyone. Probably will be live again tomorrow. I want to get some progress done, so have a good one.